So John is here. Look, my eye's almost all better. Look, John, check out my eye. Much better, right?
Definitely looks a lot better.
So this is John the bee guy.
Howdy world.
Yeah, and if you need any bee removal and you're in South Florida, he's the guy.
Some palm fronds. Make the bees think that a fire's coming so that they calm down. Alright, so what I did is I took some frames from a hive that had swarmed and they already had some fresh foundation.
Okay.
So there's 3 of them that are already, they have a little bit of building, the wax on it.
That's that little shiny.
Yeah, well, that's honey in there, a little bit of honey.
Okay.
But the white tips,
oh, yeah,
these come all black, so they've already started following it. And since we're gonna take away the hive that they have in there because it's so young you can't tie it up,
yeah,
this will give them like a boost.
Okay.
To be able to start. And this is called a nucleus hive. And we can hope. I have a queen cage in here also. Probably gonna have to redo this smoker.
Now, how far should I stand from here, and where are we going to leave it? Can we put it on this side so that it's not really where we walk all the way? Or we walk all the time?
We'll figure it out once it's done. Might be able to put it on top of there.
Okay.
For now. Some people's mothers.
I know.
Barbara, I thought you were catching these bees.
That's right.
Materials. So there's a few bees going in there.
Yeah, you could break that off if you want.
So the biggest problem would be if the comb falls, or if it already fell whenever you opened it.
Yeah.
Did you make all those?
I assembled them. I didn't cut them at the sawmill or nothing, but I put them together.
I have a house someone built.
So this isn't staying good for me. Gotta keep this going.
Now, when you started that, did you put the match like down, the lighter down in there after you put the dry stuff in?
All I did was I lit a couple pine needles like that.
Okay.
Let the fire get going. So first thing we do is just, they're going in over there, put a little bit by the entrance. Try here. A little bit there. Does this open in the front, right?
Uh-huh.
Hopefully. Okay. So now this allows us to not break the hive.
Is it still there?
Yep, it's still there.
So I probably didn't slam it.
Oh. I found a chainsaw. Okay, they're leaving. Too much smoke.
Basically standing in the exact same spot I was when I got stung.
Well, unfortunately, the bees are heading down. There's a little piece that we're taking out there.
Uh-huh.
So, you have fever grass here?
Yeah.
Where's it at? Oh.
Okay, here's the fever grass, also known as lemongrass.
Uh-oh, touched it. So,
look at the bees all coming up over there.
come around this side, you can really see the bees. So this, you really don't want to touch anything after you've handled this. You really want to wash your hands afterwards. So this is an imitation of the queen's pheromone. and we'll have to take that out later. Hopefully there's a queen in here and that she hasn't left. You can come around this side. Well, you can look up in there for a second if you want. You can see the comb.
Oh yeah.
So all the bees have gotten off the comb because of the smoke that went in there.
I don't think they can see it though. It looks black in there. Do you have your flashlight, your light that we could shine in there?
I could probably use my phone.
All right, I'm kind of scared to come past, even though I wasn't scared when you did the concession trailer hive, but I didn't get stung. Oh yeah, look.
They're starting to come out. I'm going to try to get that comb out while they're off of it.
Okay. Look at this, guys. Is that amazing? Oh, I love these little bees, even though they did sting me. One stung me. Out of all these bees, only one stung me, right, John?
Correct.
Be careful, Ma. Look on the corner.
Okay, so there is a queen in here.
Oh, you saw her? Can you see
No, I
her?
haven't seen her yet. But there's fresh eggs in there.
But what, John?
There's fresh eggs,
Okay.
which means that she just laid. I really should not touch anything until I wash my hands.
You want to run in and wash your hands real quick?
Is there a hose out here?
Well, there's a hose, but there's no soap. But you can go in the kitchen.
I think I'll be alright. I think I'll be okay.
Grandma went the long way. She said, I'm not going past here.
So, it's been there longer than you think.
Okay, so it wasn't the ones from the avocado tree then.
No. I doubt it.
Yeah, I haven't been in that storage unit for probably a few months.
Yeah, these have already gone through a round of hatching. Just by
Okay.
the coloration of it. So it takes 21 days for the egg to go all the way through and hatch, and then they've already got new eggs. So it's been there probably at least a month, if not a little longer. It was
Okay.
a small hive, colony that moved in. Hopefully she is up top.
So if the queen is not there, they won't stay, right?
Oh no, they'll make a new queen.
Oh, okay.
So the only problem with that is that I really need to save this old comb. These are all going to be baby bees hatching out here. There's no
Aww.
honey in here. We need to get this going again. So I forgot that you're here. I want you to get stung. Put a little more fire on it.
Okay.
I don't know how much they like this, but we're going to use it anyway.
Oh, I was going to wear my face shield. I forgot. I was so excited.
I think there might be 2 more pieces in here.
Okay.
One bigger, one smaller. This is mainly pollen. A little bit of brood. Pollen in there.
These are so awesome. Do you think the queen might be underneath where they are? In the corner?
Yeah.
Now, are they on your hand? You took them, or
I
they?
grabbed them because there was a clump of them up in the corner.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to see what was behind it. So now, we don't want to wiggle this too much because she can be up in a crack or a gap and you smush her. So what we're going to do right now is clean off. Fresh Ribena.
Yeah, I was picking today.
Just for now, we're going to put it in here.
Okay. Do not attempt this at home.
Look for the queen. No, this is not a swarm. This is an established colony. Let's keep the smoke on the inside to keep her from going down and disappearing. Yeah, I had an old friend from Jamaica that recently, there she is, right on top right here.
Oh, you see her?
Yep, look.
Here, take the camera.
Hurry before she disappears. Okay, so she is right there. You can see how, there she is. See, she's about double the size of a bee. Let me grab her before she disappears. Alright, so now we put her in this little cage. This just ensures that she doesn't leave right now.
Okay.
Okay, so once we have her, we can get rid of the lemongrass. Because now we have the actual
The queen.
pheromone.
Right.
We'll put her in the bottom. Sometimes you put a little string on here so that you can pull it back out, but I just take the frames out later.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to put her in the back corner. Usually there's only one queen. Sometimes on smaller colonies, somehow there's more than one queen. And on larger colonies, every once in a while you'll get multiple queens if the queen had died from the original hive. So all we're doing now is just trying to speed up the process a little bit.
He's literally grabbing handfuls of just bees.
Alright, I'm going to smoke it and close it.
Okay.
That way this is solid, and we'll put it up on top of there until I get back in town.
Okay. Do you want to smoke a little this way too, just in case?
On the wrong side of the wind.
Yeah.
So look, if we put this right here, it'll be pretty neat. Now, they will slowly march into there.
Okay.
And since the entrance, well, I need to put a little piece of tape or something across here. They have that bee line, but they're all going to march into there in a second. You'll see them. So if you watch the wall, it's kind of cool. Pretty neat.
Oh, they
So
are!
they slowly all just march right down
What?
into the box. And that works with,
Look at that! They're actually going, look!
so that works with the queen or just the pheromone or the lemongrass. It's best to have a lid on it so that they are able to find the smell and it doesn't go everywhere. Because right
Yeah.
now it's coming out everywhere, but they're pretty smart. It's not touching right against it, so they're having a little bit of a hard time. But there they go. And then I can take a piece
Of the hive.
of the hive that wasn't anything in it. And we can put it right here to give them a bridge. And once they have a little bridge, they'll walk across it. Once they find their path,
So he's sticking a piece of the clean hive that doesn't have any honey or babies or anything, just to make it easier for them to be able to walk
all right,
right
guys,
across.
hurry up. I gotta go. Let's go, guys.
He's
all right,
on-
girls.
he's
Come
on a
on,
t-
ladies.
Yeah, these are females, right?
Yeah, these are all female. I don't see any drones in there. Those are the hive beetles. Those are the enemy. One of the enemies of bees.
Oh, okay.
So they're still trying to make their way. You can melt this stuff down and make candles, make something else. So usually what I do is I block off most of it, and then the smell only comes out of one spot, but I still want to string these up before they get too hot,
Okay.
and we'll put them back in the hive.
Should I pause it and go see if I can find rubber bands, or do you want to look in your truck too?
I'm pretty sure I took all of them out of that truck. You notice they're all slowly going to
Yeah, that's so cool. Look at this.
Now they're kind of lost, but they'll slowly, once they figure it out, they'll just pour in.
Okay, I'm going to go look for rubber bands, and I'm actually going to walk right past here. Maybe if I don't look at them. I'm not going to look. Whew, so far so good. Okay, so we found some yarn that we're going to use instead.
All right. What we're going to try to do is twine it. And then come around like this. Little spider web.
Okay, what John was just saying is that you have to have this exactly centered. Otherwise, beetles or moths will get in there and...
So they have to be able to defend both sides. If you put two pieces in, usually what I do is I'll put one piece and then I'll put a fresh frame with foundation on it, and then I'll put another piece. We're going to put one on each side here for now. There seems to be enough bees that should be able to protect it. So what we don't want is for it to be touching the wall on this side.
Okay.
So when I put it in there, I move it away, make sure there's space in between so the bees can protect it from beetles and moths. There's very few in there, but so the queen can lay, you know, hundreds, if not over 1,000 eggs a day, depending on how much space, how much comb they've already built. So it helps them a little bit. This is a small colony, but they're big enough that they could get strong in probably a couple months. They'd be strong enough to put this into a 10 frame. And then from there you would add your honey supers. Right now this is all for the bees. You see them all marching slowly, but surely almost all of them are down into the box now. They say there's 4,500 cells on each side of this. So there's about 9,000 cells.
So one egg can go in each cell?
So one egg in each cell, and then what they usually do is they put honey at the top, and then on like wild hives up on trees, it'll be like a rainbow of honey, pollen, and then brood will be in the center. And then if it's inside of a hollow in a tree or there's some opening on the whatever they're in, they'll put all the honey to that outside. So whatever animal comes, whether it's like a raccoon or a bear or whatever, they hope that they get filled up on the honey and they don't get to the babies.
Oh, wow.
And it's really hard to eat a lot of honey. Like if you've ever tried, you can't.
Yeah.
It actually choke you if you try to eat too much honey too fast. So I found several wild hives that have had the honey on the outside edges. Alright, we got a couple more little pieces to try to string up here, and then we'll be done.
Okay. Wow, they're really making their way. They're really making their way down. Look at this. They're almost all down there already. So, John, if she can lay that, she lays how many? Up to like 1,000 eggs a day?
They say she can lay over 1,000 eggs a day, but they have to have, number one, enough space and comb built for her to do that, and number two, enough bees to protect them.
Okay.
So,
Now this does the queen have to have sex to lay eggs?
So they do say she mates with the male to make a fertilized egg, which creates a worker bee. And they claim that a non-fertilized egg makes a drone bee. And they also claim that she can control whether or not the egg is fertilized or not. I'm not really sure on the science behind all that. So I believe also, see, there's a little bee hatching out right there.
Oh my gosh,
There it goes,
it's a
it just hatched.
baby.
So that bee's never left the colony before.
Aww.
We're gonna put this in. This one's too flimsy to leave, so we're not gonna put that one in. There's
Okay.
nothing in there. That one would fall over. So then what we'll do is
Should you separate them a little bit, or are they okay touching?
They're fine. They'll merge those. You just don't want them on the sides touching.
Okay. You guys got to see, and I got to see a baby bee hatching. That is so cute. Okay, so there was a little hole, right? There was a little hole down there,
Yeah.
and you sealed it up with the wax?
This is just temporary so that the bees don't go in and out of there. And what I'd want to do is put a piece of, I'm going to get a piece of tape. I just didn't want the bees to stick to the tape.
Okay. Now I see something is dangling. Let me see. There's something dangling. I have to ask John. He went to go get some tape. You see it wiggling around? Oh, there might be a bee in my pants. I think I'm getting stung.
Is it?
I think.
Yep, probably.
Ah. Okay, I was not stung. Luckily, I wear boy shorts all the time. Had to hurry up and drop my pants. I thought I was getting stung. And it was an ant biting me. So, John, look up where the little pile of them still is. Yep. See, something's dangling.
Yeah, those are bees hanging on to each other.
Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't know if there was like a string or something.
No, that's just bees.
One on top of each other.
Makes a little web.
So how long have you been doing this, John?
Over a week now. It's been great.
So this is your first real experience, huh?
So, I started doing bee relocations and removals back in 2006.
So you started doing bees after you were finished with your wrestling crocodiles or alligator career?
No, before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't have any YouTube video of that still, huh?
No.
Yeah, this guy right here would wrestle alligators. Were they crocodiles, alligators? I don't know the difference.
All the above.
Oh, okay. And almost anything you want to know about nature, this guy can teach you.
Open this up and slide it inside the box. And hope, oh, it did. We're going to release her back in, and because the comb is there and the bees are there, Hopefully they're comfortable enough that they stay. There is an excluder thing that you can put over the entrance so the queen can't get out and then she's forced to stay in there. And even if the bees go up and land in a tree, they have to go back into the box for the queen. But we're going to let her go, and then I'm going to smoke these guys off, and I'm going to spray a little bit of peppermint oil, clove, like some homemade bug spray that I make, and it'll deter them from coming back here, and then they'll only smell the smell coming out of there.
Now, when you let her go, are you actually going to release her all the way?
Yep.
Okay.
She is released completely. So she is completely released.
Now, did you release her outside of the box?
No, in the box.
Okay.
In the box. And then I'm going to grab
The oil.
hold on, let me put this all together. So that's done. See, any vibration can make them uncomfortable. So it's best to have everything set up before you release her. So I've got a little bit of homemade bug spray.
And that doesn't kill them.
No, they just don't like cedarwood oil. There's cedarwood oil, there's eucalyptus oil. I use the castor oil as a base, but it's kind of thick, so it doesn't really spray.
Yeah.
So
You know, I have lots of castor beans saved up. We have to make a video making some castor oil with the oil press. That'd be a cool video.
So all I'm really doing right now is just drawing the line. To get them off, I put a little bit on the leftover. If you were taking this out of somewhere else, you'd want to eventually paint over that.
Okay.
Scrape it off and paint it so that the smell doesn't come back for other bees to move in. So we're going to hit this real quick, get them off of there. Alright, that's it. They're going to do their own thing. By tomorrow they'll all be moved into the box. And probably in a month or so, maybe a little more, they'll have to go from this box into a bigger box. And then if they keep on building stronger, then you keep on adding boxes on top of that one.
That's awesome. Woohoo! Well, thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're back inside, or I'm back inside, all safe and sound, and I didn't get stung. What I thought was getting stung was actually a little fire ant that I guess had gotten in my pants. Lucky I wear boy shorts because I was quick to take my pants off. Anyway, John, I just called him because I forgot to ask on camera to ask him, did he get stung? And he got he said like accidental half a sting on his thumb, but the stinger didn't come out, so it won't kill the bee. And it didn't, he doesn't even swell up anymore because he's been doing this for such a long time. But he said that was probably at least a couple thousand bees. So imagine doing everything he did, booming, moving them around. I mean, of course, he's as gentle as possible because he doesn't want to hurt any of the bees. But with a couple thousand bees and not getting stung, like what? Yeah, how awesome is that? Is nature amazing? Tell me if you like this video. Of course, if you haven't subscribed and you did like it, push the subscribe and the notification. And please give me a thumbs up, give me a like. That helps with the channel. And share the video if you can. Leave me some comments and let me know what you think about it. And if you would like more content like that. So I love you, Jam Rockers. It's nice to be back. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Love you. Oh, back in the days we used to do PS, like if we wanted to add something at the end of the letter you were writing or whatever. So this is my little PS. I forgot to show you my eye up close. This is it. So I didn't do an update yesterday, but I did one the day before. This is a little bit dry, probably from the drawing salve, and it's a little bit, still a little puffy here compared to this one. I mean, I have a little bit of bags under there anyway, but it's a little dry, and the same here. But compared to how it was, I mean, this is going to be the last update on this. I'm not going to mention about the eye anymore because it's basically all better. All the swelling has gone down. And between the drawing salve, the Bissy tea, the homeopathic remedy, the lavender oil, you know, so we got this under control. And to let you know that this will definitely, is this going to conclude the video? I do believe this is the end of this video. I love you guys. Jump rockers for life!